boys and girls, over the past unit, we learned a lot about fractions. We learned about adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing fractions with like and unlike denominators. We also learned a lot about mixed numbers and improper fractions. For instance, this is an orange. It's a whole orange. If I was to cut this orange in half, like this, I would end up with 2 halves. So with our orange example, 1/2 plus another half equals 1 whole. Or 1/2 times 2 parts also equals 1 whole. The example that I just gave you with an orange is a real-life situation of when we would use fractions. Here are some other ways that we would use fractions in real-life situations.
Fractions aren't so scary, let me tell you why. Think of food and money, won't you give it a try? 1/4 of a dollar is 25 cents. 1/8 slice of pizza, that's money well spent. You can't go a day without a fraction. They're with you morning, noon and night. When you're thirsty, tired or hungry, quarter pounder sounds just right. Fractions aren't so scary, let me tell you why. Think of food and money, won't you give it a try? Multiplying fractions is easy, can't you see? Times the tops and bottoms and follow me. Addition's different, subtraction just the same. You need a common bottom to play this game. Here's a little trick you will remember. Only if the numerator is 1. Multiply denominators together, then add and replace the ones. Fractions aren't so scary, let me tell you why. Think of food and money, won't you give it a try?
You guys see that last picture? Yeah, that one. The one with the measuring spoons. Kind of like these right here. We use these for baking. Measuring spoons come in different sizes, such as 1/8 teaspoon, 1/2 teaspoon, 1 teaspoon, 1/2 tablespoon, and even 1 tablespoon. So with baking or cooking, measuring spoons are another real-life example of fractions that we use. But what happens when the fraction isn't 1/8 or 1/2 or 1 tablespoon? What if it's 2/3 plus 2/3? That reminds me of a video I once saw about a girl named Bianca who helps her friend make cupcakes for the school bake sale.
Looks simple enough, but it only makes 12 cupcakes. Maybe we should double the recipe to sell more.
Good idea. I'll get another bowl.
Oh, we don't need 2 bowls. We'll just put in twice the ingredients. Let's look at the recipe. If it calls for 1 egg, we'll put in 2. If it calls for 1 cup of sugar, we'll put in double that. Simple.
But it calls for 2/3 of a bar of semi-sweet chocolate. And if we double 2/3, we get 4/3. That's a wacky fraction.
Let me show you. This is a whole bar of chocolate. If I wanted to share it with you, I would break it in half. And that would be half for me and half for you. But what if your sister were here?
We would break it in thirds, even shares.
Right, so here, break it in thirds.
Okay, it's in thirds.
The original recipe calls for 2/3 of a bar.
But we double that. Oh! 4/3 is the same as 1 1/3.
Bingo!
I'm sure that they're going to make lots of money off of those cupcake sales. Now, our activity to do in groups of 4 is going to be really fun. We're going to be cooking it up with fractions. So let's go ahead and discuss exactly what you guys are going to be doing. Welcome back, chefs. Thank you for all your hard work. It was sure a lot of fun realizing how fractions really are in everyday life. So let's go ahead and get busy and cook up some of these recipes that you made, and let's see how great of a chef you are.